Okay, so I randomly decided I want to make a YouTube channel, so I figured I'd pick up this Can-Am Outlander XMR 650. It was wrecked. The lady crashed it into a trees. Bent the plastic. Frame does not look bent, but the A-arm's bent. The plastic's got a huge hole in it. Bumper's all messed up. But so far I've put a brand new battery in it. Bought some spark plugs. Fuel tank needs to be come off because it sat for a while and the fuel lid is cracked. So I'm gonna strip all down the plastics. I got the radiator off so far. For the radiator, you pull all the bolts on the bumper. That goes to the radiator. Then you pull the bumper bolts off, and it all comes off like that. So I'm gonna start by taking off the plastics here, pulling this off, and doing it to the other side. One good tip is you go on Amazon and you can get those little clip things and a tool that comes with it for like 10 bucks. And they just go in there and you pull it out. Really handy. And it makes the life way easier on pulling plastics off. There's 2 more Torx bits right there on the inner fender. Found out with the fender, the best thing to do, this is like a little push tab thing on 4 spots. You gotta push them all in and pull. After you get that done, just pull the fender off. Same thing for this side. There's a Torx bit here. It's a T30. And 2 Torx bits that go here and here. Those are a T20. Good focus. It's T20. And you gotta get this clip, this clip, and that clip. Sorry for the camera quality. And one more clip right there. And then I don't know if there's a push pin in there or not, but yep. After getting all that undone, get the fender off. Pull the plastics out. And boom. Get the front end of a Can-Am Outlander off. Next, I'm going to pull in floorboards, back fenders, body of the grill. Like I said, this thing got in a bad wreck in a tree. Kinked right here. Broke some of the plastics. Broke the A-arm. Well, not broke, but bent the A-arm. Well, let's see. So I went ahead and bolted up the radiator hose. And I'm gonna go ahead and take off the bumper. Actually, not the bumper, the rack, which appears to be, the whole thing is loose. Freaking mint. Took a closer look. It's 2 bolts here. And for some reason, this one's missing 2 bolts on the bottom. But it's just 2 13 millimeters. I believe have nuts on the bottom. That one's got a nut on the bottom. Yep. It ended up being a broken welded on nut. I stuck a pair of vice grips on it. Got it on its off. That just disappeared. Pull this out. twist and pull. I am kind of just going along with it as I'm going. I have not done this before. Like I said, I just bought this bike. Well, that should be it. Yep, just pull it off. 4 bolts. Well, it now looks naked. Best part about this bike is I've got 40 hours on the motor and trans, and there's like 1,800 miles on it. I got it for a good deal. I can't really complain. The only thing really bent that I've seen on the frame is this piece, and it actually looks like this is just a separate piece you could buy. Maybe not. I'll have to look into that. It's like just a bumper mount. That's what the bumper mounts onto. I'll probably just take a chain binder, hook it up to a tree, send her away. Other than that, I gotta pull the back rack off, back fenders. I watched a video and you have to pull the shock to get the fuel tank out, which would be a bit sucky, but whatever. Alright, I guess I'll start with trying to figure out what makes the rack come off. For the back rack, there's 2 13 millimeters on each side. It's kind of difficult doing this one-handed. I guess I'll tell you all the story on how this thing got wrecked. The guy is actually my neighbor, and he said his wife was driving it and hit a tree pretty decently wide, went airborne, took the tip of a tree out, and then crashed into a pile of trees and rolled it sideways. Runs and drives though. Fuel tank does need to be pulled because there is definitely water in it. I went out, bought full service on, or full oil change on the motor. Bought the oil for the rear end, the front end, and the gearbox, so I can make videos on how to do that too. I've not seen very many videos on these exact bikes. Got some zip tie for some wire that I have no clue what it does. Yes, that is a Honda Pioneer. It's my dad's friend's. Off, pull the rack off. They did give me a little thing that goes on top of the rack, but it looks better without it, so I'll probably keep that off. Gotta find out what I did with those nuts. Right there, that one's good. Okay, I lost the nuts. Okay, let me find these nuts. About binder than a bat. They're sitting right there on the ground. I can screw these on so I don't lose them. Trying to put every nut and bolt back where they went after I take it off, because I do not want to be guessing on where things go. Ooh, got me dirt. Down a little bit. cool thing about these Can-Ams is they come with the big receiver and not the little ones like the Polarises do. It's got a awful huge back container, which is a good thing. This one does not close very well. I'm probably going to yank this out because I have no clue what it does. I can snip those off. I plan on taking this thing to Iron Horse Mud Ranch in Perry, Florida, Hogwaller, Rancho, wherever we ride around my neighborhood. It'll be a fun little bike. Can't wait. Looks naked right now. Now on the fenders, looks like there's a torque spit right here, 2 on the bottom, and I'd imagine some right here on the side. Probably gotta pull this off. I keep looking. Well, I did some more looking. There's a torque spit here, torque spit here. There's supposed to be 2 push pins, but there's only 1 on this one. If I can grab it, jeez. These little suckers are the worst. Torque spit. Don't want to lose these things. Get it on. Okay. Next is what looks to be a T20. Impact driver, best thing we've ever bought. The impact driver and the 1/2-inch impact. Shoot, these things have been left out in the rain by accident a couple times and they're still working amazing. It's not that one. Just kidding, it's a T30. If any of y'all are watching and got any tips for me, I would love to know. Once I get this thing running right, I'd like to make a YouTube channel. Actually, not a YouTube channel, but a more mudding one. I'm gonna buy a GoPro, which if any of y'all know of any good GoPros, I'd love to know. Need a waterproof, good quality. How do you do this? Ooh, excuse me. Good quality GoPro. Alright, I'm gonna figure out how to take this. Okay, I did some more looking. Looks like these things have to be popped out. I know this isn't the right tool, whatever. But it looks like you have to push on this and it'll come out. I need to get those things out. Yes, I know this is not the right way. You know, gotta work with what you got. go. Pop those two out and push it forward. Oh god, whole bike's rolling. Probably put it in park. Who would have known such a tiny piece of plastic is so hard to take out? Okay, I gotta figure this out. Okay, well, I'm gonna worry about that later because I can't seem to get it off and I think I'm ripping the plastics. So, at least this brought me to another Torx bit right here. There's a couple down there. These Torx bits are a pain in the butt. Sorry, I had to put that on the camera. Just take them and screw them. Full of dirt too. Those two out. There looks to be this one here. Get the dirt out of this, try and get this fender off. So I went and did a little more looking. Take that Torx bit off here and the two here. I had to get a ratchet instead of the impact to do those because the tire's so close. And there's a little pushy clip thing that goes right there. They get to pull off. And right in here, there's a little push pin you have to pull out. These are where the bumper was. And there's this one here. Stuck to my foot. I'm going to yank this out. Yank this out. See what happens. I don't even think it's hooked to anything. It's not hooked to anything. That's where that push clip was for that. Should be able to just pull it off. Might be another push clip in there. Oh, yep, there it is. Don't exactly know the correct term for these, but I call them push clips. Pop the fender out and pull. Ooh, excuse me. There you go. Fender's off. Now to do the other side. So I did the same thing to this side. Remove the clip here, or the Torx bit here, the two there, the little push clips up there, and the pull clip, whatever you want to call them, and the little guy right there. That removed. Should be able to just pull it up. Take it out. Maybe. this sucker will pop off. Oh, what the heck? Oh, I guess there's two you gotta remove. Whoopsies. Anyways, grab this. Pliers. I'm taking that off. Flathead ice water. Off. Pop parts jug. Ankle doodle it off. And that's how you tear down a Can-Am. That is a huge rectifier, holy crap. Computer, whatever it's called. Well, it's getting kind of late. I think that's going to be it for part one. The next part, I'm going to be pulling the fuel tank and putting new spark plugs in. Actually, taking the spark plugs out, draining all the fuel out of the system, and then getting into there somehow to get the spark plug. The way hiding up and there. Nope, there. So I'll have to figure that out. Actually, you know what, while I'm out here, got all this off, so I can figure this out now. Okay, I'll be right back with you after I figure it out. Well, I just did what you're not supposed to do, and I ripped the plastic off. If you take and pull the glove box off, there's a little pushy penny thingy that slides into the glove box, and I just broke it off. Whatever. Still got the little clips right here that they push in. It bolts down right there, so whatever. But that's it for part one. I'm gonna be working on it tomorrow for part two. So see you on the next one.